All right. Back to the studio. I swear. I know. It's over. Do you guys have any sound at all? Does anybody have any sound out there at all? Okay. Good. Okay. So, man. Okay. So we are going to talk with Kody Vanderwal. Warren Simpson and the gang are going to call in. Okay. All right. Warren, are you there?
So we are going to talk with Kody Vanderwal. Warren Simpson and the gang.
It's got such a huge delay on it right now. This is going to take a while.
All right.
Hold on, Warren.
Are you there? I am here, Kody. How in the heck are you guys?
Well, I've been better. We've had some little difficulties here.
Yeah, we are. I'm having difficulties on my end, too. It's 102 degrees here.
102 degrees.
Coming in hot.
And Sam says coming in hot. Okay.
Yeah, it's warm ever since race day. It's been in the 100 ever since.
That is not
But I'm
fun.
not complaining.
They made it hot. They made it hot with the W. That's what happened.
That is not fun.
Hey, we got Rudy on the other, Kody on the other line with us.
That is awesome.
So I'll let you in. Go right ahead, Kody and Rudy. Fire will.
Kody, how are you?
Good. How are you?
Doing well, sir. Doing well. Hey, first and foremost, congrats on the big win in Tucson.
Thank you.
Now, we had talked about it on the show prior, and it wasn't a matter of if Kody Vanderwal was going to win. It was a matter of when it would happen, and you didn't take long to get the job done, kid.
No. We knew we'd have a pretty good shot at Tucson. I know that track really well, and it's kind of our second home track. So it didn't surprise us too much that we had the speed, but I think the manner in which we won surprised everybody, including ourselves.
Well, let's talk. Let's talk about that. Now, you went out and qualified pretty well.
Yeah, we qualified fourth. It was our best qualifying run yet.
And then from qualifying,
I think we could have been.
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
No, you go ahead.
I think we had the speed to maybe challenge for the pole, but we kind of screwed up our qualifying lap a little bit.
Now, when you say screwed up, what happened? Let's talk about qualifying. Take us through the whole day.
Practice went well, too. We were third and first in the two practice sessions, and then qualified fourth and started fourth for the first race and drove to the lead on lap 10 and then just checked out. And I got to about a half-track lead and then was able to just save my tires, so I had something for the final restart at the end.
Now, for those that don't know, that race was a double-header, 100-lap feature. So there was two 100-lap races, and in the first one, you got to the lead on lap 10 and led the final 90?
I led 88 laps after that, and then Derek Thorne led lap 99, and I led lap 100.
I love it. I love it. So that was the first one. Now, in the first feature, let's talk about the temperature of the day being in the car for the first 100 laps versus the second 100 laps, and let's talk about how you got that win in the second 100 laps.
Yeah, it was, I think, about 95, maybe a little more all day. First race started right before the sun went down, and it was still hot and greasy, but second race was in the dead of the night, and it cooled down some, and started fourth again. They lined us up off of our best lap times from race one, and basically rode in second place for about 80 laps, and then made my move and led the last 5 laps.
Who did you pass to take the lead in the second race?
The beginning of the race was quite a bit different, though. All those guys saw him check out in the first race, and they all decided they were either going to try to get to the front or maybe take him out, but he survived. In fact, one of the kids tried to spin him out and spun himself out. But so the beginning of the second race was quite a bit more entertaining, but he still got it done in the end.
So I'm assuming that's Crew Chief Jason talking to us. Yes?
That's Rudy, Dad.
Oh, that's Rudy.
That was
Okay.
Rudy.
All right.
That was Rudy.
So that first half, that first race, you check out, you pick up the win. Obviously got their attention.
Yeah, for sure. And everybody definitely made their stuff better for the second race.
Now, the handling of the car in the second race, because you talk about the temperature dropping, how much it cooled, did you make a lot of changes to the car itself, or was it mostly just in the cockpit behind the wheel?
We didn't make any changes to the car. I think I drove a little bit more conservatively in the second race, but we didn't really change much. It worked so well in the first race.
Now that race down there this is a pretty cool deal, because on top of Kody winning this race, guys, it was a historical moment. It was a very historic moment in NASCAR history, and Kody being able to participate in this is a pretty cool deal. Herschel McGriff Sr., at the ripe young age of 90, took the green flag and ran the first 100 laps. How did he do, Kody?
He did really well. I mean, considering he's 90, I don't think there's anybody else in the world that can do that when they're 90.
I'm going to say you're right.
He took the green and completed all 100 laps, the majority of which were under green.
That is unbelievable. Just to me, to hear of a guy, I mean, it's one thing to hear of a guy getting a street stock on a dirt track or whatever, at 90 years old and go out and race. But to be competitive, he completed he finished on the lead lap, all 100 laps at 90 years of age in a NASCAR race in Tucson, where it's hotter than the hubs of hell. I mean, he's just getting it done. I mean, he's running with these kids. I mean, how many guys do you know that can do that? There's only one on the planet, and he just did it. Now, I know he went through, I heard a report that he went through medical, and they checked him, and he was good to go. But why didn't he not run the second 100 laps?
I guess I never really heard, but I would imagine he was just wore out.
And we got Jason, his grandson, sitting here, who's also the crew on Cody's car. Maybe he can answer that question.
Jason, take that phone.
Hey guys,
Good. How you doing, buddy?
Oh, I'm doing spectacular. Thanks for having us on.
Absolutely. We love talking with you guys, and man, this is a pretty big deal. You're working with Kody, developing this young kid, and he's already winning races at the age of 17 at the NASCAR level against a pretty stout field down there in Tucson. And then your grandfather goes out and says, "Hey, kids, let me show you what I can do," and kind of, makes NASCAR history.
Yeah, absolutely. It was a super special weekend for me. Having my grandfather come out of retirement to do this deal, and to be a part of the Vanderwal Patriot Motorsport Group, and to help, get Kody going and win some races to get him to the next level, to prove that he's got the talent to do it. We knew this was our best shot, and to have all my family here from both sides of the country, from the East Coast to the West Coast, to be here supporting Grandpa, and them knowing that I'm working with Kody, I don't think you could write it any better for me to put it in my book. How much it meant to me, and for Kody to do it, we stuck to it. When we went into it Friday night, we had a game plan of what we were going to do and how we were going to proceed through the weekend and what we wanted to accomplish, and everyone on the team made it happen. We all worked together so well, executed everything we needed to execute it, and then when it comes time and the green flag dropped, Kody had a game plan, and he stuck to it, and he did everything right, like he'd been in there 15, 20 years. And it was just an amazing, spectacular night. And to have my grandfather complete all the laps, especially so many under green, and for him to he actually picked up the pace about halfway through the race. That was pretty impressive. It's just amazing to be 90 and be able to even get in the car and do the things he do is really special to me. That he was there and able to witness it and do it as a family. And it was really special to get the Vanderwal family and the Patriot Motorsports Group and all of us the win that we knew we could do it. And wins. It was pretty amazing.
I bet that's just a huge weekend for all of you guys down there to be a part of history and to get a win doing that and working with a kid of Kody's talent. You know, we talked about it with Warren several times, and Warren's saying, hey, look, guys, it's not if this kid is going to win. It's going to happen. It's just a matter of when he does it. And Sam and Dom and I have been kind of watching the progress, you know, listening to what Warren's saying and talking with you guys and kind of watching it. And we knew this kid was going to get a win. I'm telling you right now, we're going to see him at the next level. That team is based out of Colorado. When is he going to be in the Furniture Row car? Let's talk about it.
Well, you need to ask Barney that question.
I mean, I just...
Yeah.
Mr. Visser.
We have pretty high expectations, so stay tuned.
Well, and that's the thing. What we're talking about Kody right now, it's everybody's got high expectations, but he just backed those up and set the bar higher for himself. Kid, you're not doing yourself any favors right now. I mean, take the wins, but it's unbelievable.
Kody,
Go ahead.
Kody is so amazing. Our spotter, Al Neep, was he's a temporary spotter because Dave Roberts couldn't be there. But he was doing everything but telling Kody to slow down. And those are the only words he didn't use. He just says, be patient, be patient. And Kody, just like Jason said, he feels like he's been out there 15, 20 years. You know, he just drove a very methodical race. He relaxed the whole time. He never gets excited. And when it was time to turn it on, he did. And he's amazing. And I'm glad I was proved right in saying this kid is going places because he is. He's got everything it takes.
You've been saying it since the first time you saw that kid run, and again, he's confirmed that and backed it up. Kody, the patience that you're displaying in this car and having to listen to a spotter coming off the dirt tracks into the level where you're at now, let's kind of talk about that transition for you personally, coming out of the dirt onto the asphalt, using a spotter, having him in your ear all the time. Was that a hard thing to adapt to for you?
Not really, I guess. I mean, when I first made the transition to asphalt, it was in lower series that we didn't have spotters anyways, but when I did make the transition to listening to spotters, it wasn't too hard because I had listened to it for years with Dave and my dad, just sitting there watching the race with a headset on, so I knew what to expect. And then having Al come in this weekend was a huge help. He's done this for about 30 years, and his calm voice really helped me stay calm and helped me get through all the lap traffic smoothly.
And I think that's a key element, is having a spotter able to keep calm even when situations get a little dicey. He's got to be able to keep his voice calm, to keep you relaxed in the car. It sounds like, I mean, you guys are really on your way up the ladder. You've put a target on your back now, and everybody's going to be gunning for you, kid.
Yeah, I think we definitely got the attention of everybody in the garage last weekend, and they'll be watching us for sure.
So how many...
we're putting a road work
Go ahead.
for Orange Show.
So this is where things are going to start changing. This is where the sponsors start coming to you and saying, hey, can we put our product on your car? That's what's going to happen from here on out. I see it happening, and you're going to the next level. Anybody approach you yet with any type of sponsorship proposals?
We had a guy approach us to help us find sponsorship. We haven't had a company come to us and say, hey, we want to sponsor you yet, but we've got some things